Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with round one, and this is season two, week two of the Grand Arena Championships. Before we get into the board, of course, I gotta show y'all my General Anakin Skywalker, unlocked after countless retries. Super frustrating. Like to give a quick shout out to me and the good people at Bank of America. We did it, guys. We had a plan and we made it happen. So, just wanted to show you guys that I got him unlocked, but I had to blow my Zetos on B2 and Droidica to be able to get through the last phase. So, unfortunately, he'll be Zetaless for the near future, and I've got no guild event tokens. So, it's going to be a long haul. I'll probably 7-star him right along with the rest of the people that get him the second time around. We'll be in this together, guys. But if I get him start up and test out some things, we'll see how he is as I develop him. And if you guys have any ideas for videos, give me a holler, write it down in the comments, or pop by my Discord, whatever, and I'll see if I can't make that work. I've also got some people in my guild that are gonna take him straight to 13 and Relic 7, so I may have some maxed footage for you guys too, so we'll see how that goes. But let me show you guys the board on how my match went. Keep in mind, probably shouldn't have done this, but I did my Grand Arena match after the General Skywalker, like the craziness yesterday. So let's get into it. Here's the board. Up top, he's got Night Sisters and a Grievous team. And then down south, he put Karth. And then he's got a clone team with Zaris and R2 in it. So let me get into this and show you guys just kind of how things went down. I can tell you right now, I was pretty sloppy. So let me show you how this goes. So the first match, you can see here, I took my Imperial Troopers against his Night Sisters. And he's got decent ones, all Gear 13, all with some relics on them. I checked the speed of his Asajj to make sure I go first, which is key. And I did, but maybe it's because I was tired doing this at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know. But you can see they killed my Veers, which is a big no-no if you're running troopers. You need him alive for his unique to give you the turn meter whenever you kill the enemy. And so without that, you're not getting all that bonus turn meter. I mean, thankfully, I've got some Gear 13 and some relics on my troopers, make them a little bit stout, on most of my troopers I do anyway. So they're pretty tough and pretty fast in general, and they hit pretty hard. And I think that's kind of my saving grace here, because without Veers, I mean, he really is a key for this Imperial Trooper team. You got to watch out for him dying. I think he'll be next on the list to take to Gear 13, Relic, whatever, just for that extra survivability, bit of tankiness that he'll have. You really need that. But even with that happening, you see how stuff is going sideways here. I'm doing what I can to take out who I can in case I got to clean this match up, with some kind of leftovers or whatever and throw in a second battle. I don't want to. I obviously want to get this done and not have to waste a good team. But, I'm making some progress. Thankfully, was able to get Daka out of there, so don't have to worry about the revives now. And with the AoE with Snow, you can see how hard he hits. And I'm just working on taking out Asajj. And I had to read on Death Trooper to make sure that I was using his death mark, because once he kills someone with that, they stay dead. Again, I wasn't thinking the clearest, because there was no way anyone could revive, so I really didn't need to even do that. So just got to get out Zombie here and Spirit. Took out Zombie once, trying to focus on Spirit. Thankfully, like I said, Snow's AoE hits pretty hard, so was able to get rid of Spirit there. Now it's just Zombie. Not by any means textbook or how you should do this match, but it worked out, so I'll take the win. We'll go ahead and jump right into this next match. His General Grievous team. These are going to be a nightmare if you think about it. Everybody and their brother that unlocks General Anakin is going to have basically a souped up Grievous team. All their B2 and B1, you know, everything, if it's not hooked up now, is going to be Relic 3 Gear 13 by the time it's all said and done. So, something to think about. But in the meantime, you know, I just took my Darth Revan squad against his Grievous. Didn't have to mess around with Jedi Revan or doing any of that business. Darth Revan just mows right through him and does a pretty good job of it. I got Droideka and B1, so just working on them. Left my Darkside Bastila, okay, I put her under EP, and I stuck that on defense. My opponent went 5 battles against that. I stuck him right out front because I figure it's going to throw people for a loop and make them wonder what to use. So that's what I did with her this time. And you can see I lost my Sith Trooper to Droideka's, you know, his move. But DR was able to tear through Grievous without much trouble at all. So done with that squad. Let's go ahead and open the back, see what he's got back there. So in the back, he left me a Geo squad, and then he's got some Django-led bounty hunters with Nest back here. So I know what I want to use for those. That's not a big deal. Up front, he's got Karth, and I know what I'm going to use for that. I like to use my First Order, and then he's got clones. So I'll go ahead and take in First Order against his Karth. It's nothing new. Hopefully, you know, you guys will see how it goes again if you haven't watched my previous videos. This is probably one of my most reliable counters. I know that First Order can give you a solid 60 banners if you play it right and you have the time to heal everybody up. They're very reliable and they're pretty utility. You can use them against a few other types of teams, but they work really well against the Karth team. The fact that the dots can't really do much against Crew and Xylo, and the fact that Crew can taunt and just kind of keep the focus on him, and First Order Stormtrooper gives you that ability to be able to buff up the team, which is going to help them heal health and protection, and call assists, and throw advantage up on people. It's a win-win. You know, he does a lot for the team, and this team is pretty solid. Tons of synergy there, and you can see that they just knock out this Karth team like nothing. Karth is one of those that, unless you have super scoundrels and think of some weird hybrid ideas, they're really easy to counter, but you can add some tricks to them, like how people put L3 or Watt, and make them a bit tougher and kind of harder to deal with. Other than that, they're pretty easy and straightforward. If your opponent has saved their First Order, you know, you wouldn't want to put your Karth down. You want to make sure that they either put their First Order down on defense or that they burn it on some other team. Otherwise, they're just going to walk all over it like I'm doing with this guy, you know, for his 60 banners. He's got Zalbar is the only one left. Everybody's at basically full health, full protection. His Zalbar is stunned, so he's not going to do anything. And I get to keep going and feeding my team turn meter with Xylo, his AoE. So there's zero chance that I'm going to, you know, lose this battle unless there's a game glitch or something. But that doesn't happen here. You can see I'm knocking out his Zalbar and took him out there. 60 banners. Done and done. And I didn't have to waste a very good team for it. Now I just got the clones team to worry about. And I do worry about this. There's several different ways you can attack it. And I'm always hesitant as to what's the best method. What should I use? Because I don't know what he's got waiting for me in back. I don't suspect it's much. I think that, you know, he's going light, but who knows? We'll see. So let's get into that battle. I can show you how that one went. So I finally decided to take in my Jedi Knight Revan team, and I left one off and went to go underman it. I was debating about whether I should use my Qui-Gon or throw in Old Ben. Probably should have done Old Ben just because he's tankier, has a lot more health and protection, and Qui-Gon's just a bit squishy. But I was trying to get the Underman. You know, you got to do a certain amount of matches Underman. I wasn't too concerned about every last banner worth of points. Like I said at the beginning, I was super tired and wasn't really thinking clearly. That General Anakin event really kind of takes it out of you and is frustrating. So I probably should have waited to do my Grand Arena battles till the morning. But at the same time, I just wanted to get it done because I didn't know what kind of time I would have this morning to do my battles and record my video and everything. So I just wanted to get through, and I knew that obviously Jedi Knight Revan will get through. Probably could have made a little bit smarter choice on the undermanned and what Jedi that I put with him. But you got to do these undermanned feats to, collect the feats and get the extra points. Every little bit helps. So that's all I'm trying to do. You can see that they take out clones pretty easily. I had gone after Zaris right away because that healing is annoying. The fact that she'll heal up right when they're about to die and all that, she can be a real pain to deal with. So got rid of her, working on taking out Rex. Got to watch out for his dumb Annihilate. Can't remember the name of that move, but everyone calls it his Annihilate because it will take out your characters. And of course, he went straight after Jolie. I was worried about Qui-Gon being squishy, and he went after my reviver and healer, Jolie. So that kind of sucked. But got rid of him, took out the team, got, only 55. But like I said, I wasn't too concerned about points and everything. I just did what I could and did all in one clear. So now we open up the back zone back there. And let me show you what's back there. He left me kind of a weird CLS team and then a Scoundrel team. But he's got Han and Chewie on the Scoundrel team with Vandor and L3. And then CLS, he's just got Chase and Zeb and Chopper. Like some assists and counters. I mean, it's a decent team to take banners off. But we'll go back up top and work on these teams. And I'll go over those others more in detail when I show you those fights. Alright, so here's the first team. It's that Jango Bounty Hunter team with Nest. And I figured to go ahead and take Padme there. Because Jango's leadership, that burning stops from gaining bonus turn meter. But that's not a concern with the Padme squad. And once she kind of cleanses and heals everybody up, gets rid of debuffs, and starts putting protection up, you don't have to worry about any of the debuffs. So it seems like an ideal team. And then you know that they can take out Nest pretty easily. And there's only a few teams that are guaranteed kind of 100% counters to a Nest without having to worry about tricky timing. So I didn't want to worry about that too much, being that, like I said, it was like 1 in the morning. I was already super tired. I didn't want to drop any battles. So, safe than sorry. I decided to go ahead and use Padme. And I was still trying to time out, when's the right time to hit Nest and what could I do. So I went there for the kick. Got her down to the yellow, but it wasn't enough to finish her off. So I went right back to Jango, started working on him some more. Took him out there. Now it's just Dengar and Nest. Was able to get Nest out right there pretty easily. So now it's just Dengar, and that's no problem. But only 53 banners for that. So you can see that was kind of sloppy efficiency. But got it down in 1, and that's what I was concerned about. So let's jump right into that Genosians team. And y'all know I love to use my Jawas. I know it's not the best, obviously, on banners, but anytime I can use these guys and save a Traya team or save a better team to go use somewhere else, I'm going to do it. I mean, I just like the fact that, boom goes the dynamite. Once they get going, there it goes. Pop, pop, pop. 47 banners, whatever. but Jawa's got it done, and I got my 2 other best teams for the other zone, so I can use those and I don't have to worry about failing a battle. So do that and hope that my opponent, screws up or gets sloppy, and that's it. So let me jump right into this. We'll take out that weird scoundrel team. And I'm just going to use my own CLS team with CLS, Han, Chewie. And then I brought in R2, and it was another chance to go and get the undermanned. So that's what I'm doing here. And my Han hits like a truck, so he's able to just, tear up this team. I didn't really have any concerns about it. I guess maybe it could work depending on what your opponent saves, but it's not going to be a match for a regular CLS squad. You're going to be woefully outclassed. And he is. There's just Han and Chewie left, working on, getting those guys out of there. And there's just nothing he can do. Even undermanned, I mean, they hit so hard. I think I've got Relic 2 on my Chewie, and of course Relic 7 on my Han. And they just hit so hard. There's no real way to heal them up or anything, so 58 banners, even on an undermanned win. But good enough, I suppose. Let's jump right into this last match, that kind of odd CLS Rebel team. And I took my Traya trio, and then also Thrawn. Had a chance to do another undersized win, which, like I said, I never do these. Sometimes I forget entirely, and the whole Grand Arena goes by, and I'm stuck on the very first level of that feat. Well, this time I remembered, and I had the actual opportunity to be able to underman some of these, even though it's not the best banner efficiency. So that's it. I got Traya trio, Thrawn over there to send protection and turn meter, top everybody up. The fact that it's CLS lead makes all these rebels be able to counterattack, and then Chopper assists anyway, and of course Chirrut and Baze have their own synergy thing going on, and Chirrut will counterattack you, and I guess Zeb does too. I'm not sure what he does. I don't really use my Phoenix at all, so I don't really have a use for him. But I mean, I could see the idea behind this team is that if you're constantly being counterattacked, you're not going to get full protection, or maybe not even full health if they get under your protection and get some counterattacks in. Seems like it'd be a pretty good team to take off banners, so I don't want to talk down on this guy. I mean, I get the idea behind it. Anytime you can change things up and make it hard for your opponent, go for it. If you can throw some curveballs, it may not get a defensive hold, but if you knock off 5 banners or 10 banners, so much the better. That's good enough. So even though his team's not going to come close to getting a hold, he's doing a good job of knocking off protection banners, because there's no real way to heal that up. And he was able to kill off my Thrawn, so there goes my big chance to top up any protection, and I'm going to lose banners for having a dead character, even though I went undersized. There's only so much protection you can get back with this team without having Thrawn there to top everybody up. So I'm just grinding him down. Just got to get through this and then let the chips fall where they may, and my opponent will attack or do whatever he's going to do. He's got plenty saved for offense, but I do have that here at the end. I'll show you what happened when I woke up in the morning and I checked the board and everything. Show you what he did to my squads. So just working on his chopper, trying to get him out of there. And you can see that I have no full protection or anything on anybody. I'm trying to top off Traya with putting the protection up on there. Not sure if that counts, but got 56 banners, so I guess that's okay. I mean, it's as good as I'm gonna do. So got done with that. Full cleared his board. Didn't drop any battles, and I was hoping that he dropped some of mine. And he did. I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I put Darkside Bastilla under EP and stuck that right out front. He went 5 battles on that. So he got 1851 to my 1877. That's it. I think he stumbled once on Night Sisters too. So yeah, on to the next round. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can do a bit better job for you guys and see what happens. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.